Good morning, folks. It is Monday morning, April 29th. I am in Missouri. I got into Bart's yesterday. Who do we got? Who do we got there? Who do we got there? Who do we got there? Oh my goodness. Who's the big boy? Who's the big boy? What happening? I'm gonna stay a few days, see if we can get us a show me state bird. So currently I'm on Bart's hunting property. Bart's not hunting this year. He's got some issues going on, and he's not gonna hunt this year. So he said, why don't you go over to my place and give it a crack? So I said, don't mind if I do, thank you. So right now I'm heading in. It seems like I'm behind the power curve, so I'm not crazy about that. It seems the eastern sky over here is getting light. We got a full or partial moon, 2/3 moon. It's a pretty good walk to get to this back gate. Call it the back gate. It's where Bart usually hunts with his ground blind. He's had a lot of action right in there in the last few years. So we're gonna go back in there and start our day right there. I do have a decoy. I plan on setting it out at the little intersection back there at the gate, just like Bart does, and see if maybe we can have the same luck he does. It is much later in the season, and so we don't know what's been going on back here at all. Normally Bart's out here for opening day, but that was, I think, about 2 weeks ago now. So we're gonna get quiet and finish getting back here. Pretty sure I just heard a distant gobble this way. There's one a long way to the left. It sounds like it's off the property. Oh, it sounds like two. I think we need to go that way. Alright, we're heading in the direction that we came in from. There's definitely two over here. They're off the property, but not by a lot. Definitely within calling range. What I gotta be careful of is not getting too close, because I think they're further. With all this green vegetation, I don't want to mess up what I did in Indiana. Walk right up on it. It's really wet out. It rained a good bit last night. Birds are probably pretty wet. Okay, we got another gobble. Finally. Tell you what though, it's late enough they could be on the ground. I think we're just gonna go up to the corner of the woods here. might be on the ground because they're not that loud. And I covered 400 yards easy. Try to maybe start getting something to come close to the property. Definitely two there. This time it sounded like in two different spots, but almost sounds like one of them's on the neighbor's house. Well, I guess it just turned into a hunt. I was thinking this might be an easy proposition. Bart tends to make it look easy on opening day, but like I said, we're about 2 weeks after opening now. And things just may have changed. Don't know what the neighbors have been doing hunting wise. Alright, we're up on a high point. Possum down there.
Eventually I hear a gobble, and it's on the route that I've already walked in, back out, and back in on.
Alright, I can hear a gobble in this direction. This direction is basically the chunk I walked in on. Path we come in on, it sounds like he's down it, so I was about even with the path up here. It sounds like he's kind of down the path, so he could be on the neighbor's side, but this road back does this number, and then it like goes down a ways at the end.
And eventually, I end up right back in the front of the property.
I was walking down the fence line, and a hen just walked out as I was over here. Walked across, kind of went down, came up. Pretty sure it saw me, but then it basically just came back across the property line. Got in this thicker stuff. And as that was happening, a gobbler hit over here. I just called and it hit again. I don't know if it was answering me or if it just doing it, so it's pretty far away. That might be closer. I think we gotta set up in a manner that I can shoot when it's in range. He hears me. He is. He hears me. Alright, we're playing a little bit now. Playing a little bit now. Actually killed my first Missouri turkey on that property. We currently don't have permission. Kill it in that direction about 400 or 500 yards. It was a big joker too. Big joker. Figure out a setup over here so he hasn't moved much or moved at all. I ran out here to take a layer of tires off the high stacks, and like 6 jakes popped out. He's still been gobbling over here. Oh, the jakes ran that way. I hope they didn't mess him up.
So I settle in. I've got a decoy off to my left. The idea being that it's far enough back that hopefully the fence doesn't hang him up. Hopefully he sees the decoy and decides to go ahead and go under the fence. After a while, I see a white noggin come in real close.
Sneaky Pete. Oh, Sneaky Pete got in. Oh my goodness. Oh, Sneaky Pete. Oh, my legs are weak now. Oh my goodness. He wasn't in full strut. I couldn't see everything. But then I finally saw that beard, boy, and I knew. Oh, Sneaky Pete. This was a close bird. $16. Holy smokes. No wonder I haven't heard him gobble for a while. I thought there was a chance he was coming because he did get closer for sure. And then nothing answered my last series of calls. And then I heard a gobble in the distance over here. Ooh. Ooh. And I'm just sitting there, almost about to probably do something stupid, when through one of the gaps in the tires, I just seen a head. And then I realized, oh yeah, oh my goodness, we got us a bird here in Missouri. He looks like a hefty one too. That is a head on him. We'll get right back to this guy. We're going to put away this rangefinder, put away the call. We'll be right back. I toted the camcorder in today for once. I have not been carrying it around. Got it turned on and everything, except when he popped up, probably at about 20 was the first time I saw him. I think was right through this little gap right there. Then he went here. I got the head camera on. I saw him again here. He went behind here. I got the gun camera on, and then he finally popped out here, and that is him right down there. Right there. So this didn't do me any good at all. It would have had a much better view of him. He was coming in like a low strut. Here's my shell. Unsafe, yep. We can go ahead and actually unload that bad boy. That close range shot really did a number. He probably got hit with 200 pellets of TSS. Look at those wings. He's worn them babies down. Oh, that's a solid bird right there. That's a solid bird. Got a freaking beard on him. My goodness. That joker's about an inch across there. Thick. Man. Well, Bart, I thank you for letting me come over. Boy, I was worried this wasn't going to work out, and I was questioning my decision to hang out, but I knew I had heard a couple birds off the property over here. I heard one a long ways off the property over here, and I know I heard one or two off the property in that direction. So I kind of knew it was a matter of time before these birds started losing their hens. And then when this guy started gobbling on his own again, after this one had shut up, when this one shut up, I sat back in the woods for at least 90 minutes, not making a sound, never gobbled again. So And then the crazy thing, I ran out to knock a layer of tires off where I could see this way. And one Jake came out from this right hand side, and like 5 of them came across through this grassy stuff from that corner. And obviously I had spooked them, and I thought the one on the right might have been a longbeard, but then all the other ones were Jakes, and that one kept going that way, and I got to look at him, and he was a Jake. So there were 6 Jakes that ran off in that direction, and I thought it might have spooked the bird that was gobbling, because he had clearly covered some ground this way. He didn't just turn the other way and gobble toward me. He had obviously cleared some ground this way, because he was on the other side of the fence, obviously in back a ways. And there's like just kind of like a clump of trees that go through there, and he sounded like he was on the far back side of it, and then it sounded like he was more in the middle of it. So then Sneaky Pete here was coming in real sneaky like, real low to the ground. My goodness, man. Look at this tail. Look at the color on that. I mean, that is light. That is really buff colored. I don't know. Did I shoot all that off his neck or something? I don't know. I don't think that was me. I clearly got him up in his head and neck, but maybe a piece of the pattern got him, because he was kind of tucked in tight. But look at that, he's got some barring down here. Let's see if I can get this fanned out. Beautiful fan. Look at the tips on that. With all those Jakes, I knew I couldn't just shoot them. It might have been one of those Jakes coming back in, or a different Jake or whatever, but having seen 6 Jakes, I had to wait till I saw the beard, and I couldn't see anything below his head as he's come through my first 2 gaps in the tires. I had to wait for him to clear that last gap when he was more open, and then I saw that joker hanging out. I was like, yep, we're gonna hit him. And we were close. We were tight to him, or he was tight to us, really. Tight, yeah! Man.
That bird was quite the chunky monkey. He was the heaviest bird of the year, 23 pounds and 13 ounces. I hope you stick around, because we're not done in Missouri just yet. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give us that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down there. Hit the bell for notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.